Ladies and gentlemen, children of the interwebs, Sebastian Envy, the strong style nerd, strong style cinephile. We have Suicide Squad roster news, so let's geek about it for a few minutes here. Now, what we know already is James Gunn is directing the Squad sequel. It'll be pretty much a reboot. The WB, DC guys are less concerned about a connected cinematic universe going forth and letting the movies kind of do their own thing, which is great. Idris Elba is on deck to replace Will Smith as Deadshot after Smith had to bow out due to scheduling issues, and thank heaven for that. And now we have roster news. Collider reported a few names for the new team. Joining the squad is Ratcatcher, also known as Otis Flanagan. It's going to be a gender-swapped role for the movie. In the comics, Ratcatcher is a fan of poisonous gas, is a super criminal, and has spent time getting punched in the face by Batman. He started out as an exterminator in Gotham City before turning to a life of crime, aided by an army of small rodents that he can communicate with and control. She in the movie. Collider notes that Deadshot may act as a surrogate father of sorts to the character. The role remains open to actresses of all nationalities and ethnicities. And we got King Shark, a supervillain, a humanoid shark whose father is believed to be the so-called shark god. Others dismiss him as merely a savage mutation. Now, this is great news. I love the King Shark character, and I'm wondering kind of which design of him they're going to go for. That was fun recently seeing King Shark on The Flash, and I just wish he could have a larger role in his TV appearances. He's not cheap to do, and I get that. So with a big budget film, I can't wait to see what we get. I imagine he'll be all CG, but we'll see. And we get Polka Dot Man, also known as Mr. Polka Dot, who's Gotham City supervillain like Ratcatcher. Polka Dot is a sworn enemy of Batman. He grows multicolored polka dots on his body that he can turn into fireballs and other weapons. And for the most part, he's embarrassed about his awkward abilities. I can see Gunn having some fun visual gags with that. And then there's Peacemaker, also known as Christopher Smith, an agent of peace whose motives are driven by an extremist form of pacifism that makes him love peace so much he would kill for it. Collider notes that Gunn may like Batista for that role. I'm not a huge Batman guy, so sure, I'll watch the animated series and such, but I'm not a big Batman comic reader. I just don't find him that appealing. I know, shocking. Sacrilege. But these characters being more Batman villains, I have no knowledge of them, thus I have no preconceived notions of them, and as they make the jump from the comics to the big screen. Gunn can do whatever he wants, and I'm all in on it. I trust his body of work, and I'm just anxious to see what he does with the squad, because I love my squad. Now, I'm seeing some reports that Margot Robbie may in fact appear in the sequel. I'm not enthused about that, but again, I trust Gunn to be able to mitigate some of the issues surrounding her usage in the first film. I will be watching and waiting and hunting for any news I can get on the movie as it develops and head toward its August 6th, 2021 release date. Squad. Love my squad. And of course, we've seen reports that Batista is still pretty peeved at Gunn getting fired from Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and pretty much wants to go where Gunn goes. So if he lands on the Suicide Squad sequel, I would not be surprised. I'll be anxious to see what he'll do as Peacemaker. I imagine it'll give him more range and stuff to do than he did as Drax in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. So we'll see there. As far as, I haven't seen anything yet on Viola Davis coming back as Amanda Waller. She was great in the first movie. She surprised me, really. And even with any live-action version of Amanda Waller, I think CCH Pounder, who was the voice of her on the Justice League cartoons for years upon years, I mean, just when I read comics that have Amanda Waller, I hear CCH Pounder. I would have loved to see her play Waller on screen. I know she's kind of long in the tooth, maybe, or longer in the tooth than they would like for a Waller, but still, I mean, I think she could still do it. Do the character justice on the big screen. But of course, we have Viola Davis. She did a bang-up job in the first one, so that's what we have. Haven't seen anything about her coming back in the second one. Elba replacing Smith. Didn't like Smith's casting as Deadshot in the first place. Elba, I'm a fan of from Luther more than any of his other work. I just love that series. If you haven't seen Luther, just find it, watch it however you can, because it's really, really good. So I'm curious to see, I'm always curious on these things. I'm curious to see what he does with Deadshot and what he brings to the role. Again, I would rather than just not use Deadshot at all, bring in another villain. Of course, what other black villains are there in DC Comics that have been in the squad or squad worthy? I mean, Bronze Tiger? No, he shouldn't be Bronze Tiger. Michael Jai White should still be Bronze Tiger on the big screen. I mean, Black Manta, we already have a Black Manta in the Aquaman movie, so it's like, well, what other black guys can we pull for Elba to be? I don't know. But that'd be like somebody. But I mean, he's going to be Deadshot, so that's where we're at. I'm still anxious to see how it all comes together. August 6th, 2021, it's a long time to wait, but hopefully the wait will be worth it. Gunn will do a bang-up job, and we'll get a good Suicide Squad sequel. Makes me almost like want to dust off my Suicide Squad fan film, which I did a couple years ago, as I noted before. That was actually meant to be a trilogy, and I wrote the other two shorts that were gonna come after it, but after the first one, just some of the cast members either moved or I had a falling out with. That stuff happens. So I just kind of shelved those plans, and we're going to take those plots from those and kind of put them into like original projects. Makes me almost want to dust it off and do another Squad one, or just maybe do like a Squad, fan film reboot of what I was doing. Could do that. Don't think I will, but I'm tempted. Anyway, those are some of my thoughts on the Suicide Squad roster news. What do you guys think? Let me know below. Who do you think is going to die? Because the Suicide Squad wouldn't be the Squad without some guys dying. I think Batista, if he comes on board as Peacemaker, he won't die. Deadshot won't die. Harley won't die. So that would leave Polka Dot, Ratcatcher, and King Shark. I don't think they would kill King Shark. I would hope not. But definitely Polka Dot. I could see him going out. Maybe not as early as did in the first one, Slipknot. Maybe not that fast, but I can definitely see him going out. And then Ratcatcher. I don't know if they're gonna do some kind of surrogate father relationship with Deadshot in the sequel, and then I don't necessarily think she would die then, unless it's gonna be some catalyst for Deadshot to do some, crazy world-saving stuff inspired by her sacrificing herself and ultimately redeeming herself from the criminal that she's going to start off to be, or, stuff like that. We've seen it before. We'll probably see it again. It may happen in the sequel. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, social media's below. Follow me. Talk to me on Instagram, Twitter. Like, share, subscribe to the video to see more. Doing some wrestling this weekend. Check that out. Another CWF TV taping. I'm going to go places, kick faces, as only I can do and do so well. Got some more upcoming dates as well in Missouri and Illinois. Hopefully Indiana. Still trying to get into Tennessee. Haven't cracked that yet, but we'll see. So check out my wrestling page for updates on dates and where you can see me live in person in the ring doing what I do. Till then, let's geek.